Can you talk more about your days before you got your house foreclosed on and decide to go out on your own as a trader? How, where, and how did you muster the confidence? Yeah, I mean, I'll just give a real quick one and then we can wrap it up. But basically, so I was in the mortgage business and was actively trading on the side while I was in the mortgage business. I started trading in the early 2000s and when I was in high school, and then went into the mortgage business, did pretty well with that, climbed the corporate ladder. And in the around 2006, so after the big real estate boom, mortgage companies, we saw first and foremost, like these people cannot qualify for these homes, and mortgage companies just started falling. So 2006 into 2007, things got really ugly. And I'm like, I see the writing on the wall. We're going to have a recession. Things are looking really, really nasty. And so I was kind of pushed out of the business just because companies were failing and the business dried up. And so it was kind of timing of like, hey, I hate corporate America anyway. I'm still in my early 20s. I want to make ripples on my own. So I just pulled the trigger and started trading and hustling on the side and doing everything I could to make money, monthly cash flow to put into the markets, and started learning software development for trading software. Started just doing everything and anything I could to sustain my ability to trade. And then, fast forward several years, actively day trading, and then noticed over the years that the stock market got more and more competitive, meaning on the futures markets, the volatility was going down, the trading volume was going down, and the competition was going up. So people that were trading for a living were getting squeezed out. And thankfully, that's when I really started to take this little thing called Bitcoin seriously. I heard about it passively from like 2011, 2012. I thought it was a scam. 2013 came around and I'm like, okay, this shit is real. I'm going to go down that rabbit hole. And everybody in the trading world was like, what are you talking about, man? This is bullshit. But I had a lot of conviction, went all in, and the rest is history. So thanks for asking the question. I tweeted today a little bit about that, how, it's been 15 years since I quit corporate America, and I don't regret it for a single second. Went broke, bounced back, made my first million 18 months later, traveled to well over 100 countries now, and then built a life on my own terms. I look at it as like it's too risky not to do it. It's too risky not to take the bull by the horns, right? And Trav, I know you've had similar ideas where you've made kind of scary or major changes in your life, going from the fund to managing your own account to working at a startup. Like, what gave you confidence to make those big moves?
I wouldn't say I had the confidence at the start. You just have confidence that that you're smart enough to figure it out and get through it, and that you'll come out the other side. I think really one thing that I've always believed is that with like 12 months of really, really hard, dedicated work, you can change something major in your life, whether that's, career stuff, whether it's, your physical appearance, whether it's relationship stuff. I mean, I think with committed effort over that long of a time frame, and that's not that long, right? I mean, 12 months sounds like a long time, but really it flies. I mean, we're in almost May, and it feels like we blinked and it was just the start of the year. But I genuinely believe that with 12 months of committed effort dedicated to a specific goal, that you can pretty much change your life in that area that you're trying to accomplish or change. So yeah, it's always scary, like taking a leap. Like for me on the hedge fund side, I was making significant amounts of money at the hedge fund and could have lived a very lavish lifestyle for the rest of my life and stayed at the fund for a long time or started my own fund. But there was something inside me that that told me that I needed to go do something else, that I needed to get some other experiences, things that I wanted to do internally. And it was terrifying. Like I remember even just like being scared to go, tell the founder of our firm that I was stepping out because I thought he would, think it was really stupid and that he wouldn't, take it well. Turned out he encouraged me. He said, yeah, go do it. Like, now's the time. You're young enough. And that meant a lot to me, but also just like, just sometimes you got to take the leap without, having certainty, and just having that confidence enough that you will figure it out, that you will get through it, that there will be other paths that branch off, even if it doesn't go exactly like you planned it. There'll be paths for you to take in most cases. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well said, man. I like that idea of like setting, at least 12 months to make a change. Everybody wants the quick fix, right? The quick turnaround, but anything worth doing takes a lot of effort, and it doesn't happen overnight. I mean, you might get lucky where like you wake up and you buy an asset and the next day it's up 1,000,000%. But for most of us, it doesn't happen overnight. But it
Yeah.
can happen quicker than you think, and life's going to pass by anyway, right?
Yeah.
So might as well put your best foot forward. Like, you get one life, and it's too risky not to fucking try.